Meanwhile, it's Zidane's 50th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Today. Look at a tribute from L'Équipe as well.
Are you going to read that?
Say again?
You going to read it?
What, with the Blues, it's not over.
Hey,
there you go. This is, of course, talking about his commitment to one day coach the national side. He has, however, been heavily linked, hasn't he, to PSG over recent months. Asked about that, he said, never say never. As a manager, there aren't 50 clubs where I can go. There are 2 or 3 possibilities. Is he just being polite here, Jules? Never say never. If you're going to take over PSG, surely now was the time to do it.
Well, it could be the time to do it, but it also could not be, because he's waiting for the national team job, which he also says in the interview. Whenever Didier Deschamps steps down or finishes his time as the France head coach, the job is his. He knows that. We all know it. The French Federation knows it as well. There's just no debate. And if that happens in December after the World Cup in Qatar, then he has to be free to be ready to go and start working in January. So on that point, the timings with PSG were just not right, and I think he knew that. We've explained it again many times on the show. That's why he didn't take that PSG job. He was keen, he was interested. It just fell at a time that was not right. I think that opportunity might come back later after his spell with the French national team, and maybe then he will take it. But he's right. There's only 2 or 3 clubs in the world that can hire Zinedine Zidane as the manager, and PSG is one of them.
Frank, you've been consistent on this, saying that you don't think he'll go to PSG because of his links with Marseille. Are you surprised he's come out and said never say never?
No, because that's true, that's possible. He said that as a player, it would have been very difficult to go to PSG, but as a coach, it's different. Laurent Blanc was a captain of Marseille, and he played for Paris Saint-Germain, and many other players played in both teams, for both teams. But it's true that the character and the fact that Zidane is the boy from Marseille, it would have been very difficult for the Marseille fan to digest the fact that he will take charge of Paris. But it's possible in the future. We'll see. I think, as Jules explained, he patiently waiting for Deschamps to go away to get his spot and take charge of the national team. You know, it's funny because just one thing that today I never seen a football player being so much celebrated by the medias and everybody. It's crazy. That guy is a real hero. He lives in another dimension, and seeing him with the national team will be quite of an achievement for the national team and for himself.
Meanwhile, more on PSG, and we've talked about Al Khalifi's quotes, haven't we, over the last couple of days. Interesting stuff he had to say about Lionel Messi. Next season, we will see the best Messi in history.
No.
Jules, even you with your PSG goggles on can't believe that.
As much as I would like to believe it, simply because of his age, you can't do at 35. It would be 35. What you've been doing at 23, 24, 25 in those teams, the teams that he was playing at for Barcelona. So it will be better than what we saw this season that's just finished, for sure. I think he will be better, but he won't be the best in history. No, that's not true.
Frank, say that you were Messi. How much would November's World Cup preoccupy you in the start of the season? How much are you already thinking about Argentina? We just lost Frank. Stevie, same question to you.
No, I was going to say, how rubbish does that 14 goals and 11 assists look?
Well, yes.
Next to the rest.
Yes, exactly.
So how's he going to turn around and be the best in history ever?
Taking a season to settle in, get used to France, Paris, the lingo.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Sticking a running start.
Does it play on his mind, do you think? Given that everybody says that he has to do it for Argentina to be one of the best ever.
I would think it's in his mind.
Right.
I don't think it affects him though.
Right.
You know, you can't.
He's still 100% committed, whoever PSG are playing against.
Absolutely, no question. You don't do what he's done over his career without being so mentally strong. You know, if you think about it, every single time this guy steps on the field, the world expects him to be out of this world.
Sure.
You know, to be able to do that for what, 14 years? Do you think just because he hasn't won the World Cup that he's going to be not sleeping at night? No. He understands how great it would be. He's probably dreaming of it, but it's not going to affect what he does with PSG one bit.
We got Frank back.
Hey!
Frank, before you left, I asked whether or not you think the World Cup will be at the back of Messi's mind for the start of PSG and whether or not he'll be 100% committed at the start of the season.
Of course he will. Just before, it's a pity we've been cut off and you hung up on me because I said for once very interesting things, but whatever. Yeah, I think Messi. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, you missed that. Yes, I see Messi is going to be spot on, but you have the reality of the timing. We saw last season that it was quite hard. He's not the Messi that he's been. That's not only natural. But hopefully he's going to go back to his best that we all hope for him and for the national team. And to see the best of Messi will definitely help the Argentinian side to win the World Cup.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.